I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone. I am afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad, until just a few years ago we found the fish full of cancers. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct, every day vanishing forever.
Sustainable design is good design. It is conscious, ethical, thoughtful, and responsible design. Sustainable design is where a designer is actually looking at the full life cycle of the product or service that they're working on. From raw materials to production, distribution to end of life.
Whether you're making a building or a car or a brochure or a website, at every point where there's a decision-making opportunity, there's inputs and outputs, and there's choices to be made, and all the way along that cycle, you can affect change. In our history where we've actually overshot the carrying capacity of the planet and is having a hard time keeping up with all of the demands that we've placed on it.
In the past, we've designed for the part, and we have not necessarily considered the whole. We may not have considered how the design impacts the people, how it impacts the planet, what will happen at the end of life.
Renewable energy. Renewable energy is a term used to describe a group of energy technologies derived from sources that do not deplete or that can be replenished within a human's lifetime. The most common renewable energy sources are solar, which harnesses the sun for energy; wind, which utilizes the motion of wind to create electricity; hydropower, which uses moving water to generate power; biomass, which refers to a large group of technologies that use living or recently living organisms and waste to create energy; tidal. Tidal uses the rise and fall of the tides to create electricity; geothermal, which uses the internal heat from the earth for energy. Nuclear energy is not considered a renewable energy source. It is considered an alternative energy source. While renewable energy accounts for a minority share of the world's energy supply, it is also the fastest growing energy supply on the planet. Renewable energy is sought after because it is a clean source of energy, meaning that it does not directly produce greenhouse gas emissions or air pollutants. While renewable energy sources are better for the environment, they also face several challenges, the main ones being low efficiencies, high capital costs, and intermittency. That's renewable energy.
And one that gets less attention is structural carbon. This building is built of wood, and the wood sequesters about 600 tons of carbon. And that's more carbon than all the carbon emitted by all of the construction equipment building serves and by all the manufacturing processes making everything in the building. And we use geoexchange, lots of solar, building integrated photovoltaics, but also solar thermal. And those are all part of the program. But then our brilliant mechanical engineering consultant said, wait a minute, what's that next door to you? The Earth and Ocean Sciences building. That's a lab building, and they have a lot of fume hoods. And those fume hoods have 10 air changes an hour mandated by health and safety regulations. What if we took some of that waste heat? And so what we do is they use 1,600 megawatt hours a year of steam, 990 of heat goes through the roof. We're taking all of that into SERVs. We only need 300, and we're giving them back 600 of their own waste heat. So that reduces their use from 1,600 to 1,000, which in turn reduces natural gas burning by about 850.